Hello. Okay, so I have to redo this whole thing because I went and downloaded the video of me doing basically like a talk through of what this video is, but then I realized that the volume is so low that you could not hear anything, so I realized that it's much better to hold this because otherwise you cannot hear me at all. Welcome to the video. I've decided to take you down a day in my life because that's what everyone wants to see. They want to see me go through my life as a college student because, that's interesting. Let's just begin with how my day went about on this beautiful, wonderful Wednesday. So, normally, every morning, I wake up usually around 6:30. However, specifically on this day, it was raining, so my body was like, no, you're gonna wake up at 7:15. So I wake up at 7:15, everything's fine, but I'm greasy, so I have to take a shower. So I usually take morning showers. A lot of people don't like morning showers. I mean, understandable, because that means that you have to wake up usually an hour before you have to leave to get to clean and everything and bathe yourself, but I like them because I feel more refreshed, and because my hair is blue now. My hair is completely and utterly damaged, and if I wash my hair at night, then my hair retains the moisture, and then when I wake up, I look like a wet, disgusting noodle that's on the floor. So in order to prevent myself from looking like that, I've decided that, morning showers are way better, because if my hair air dries throughout the day, it doesn't look as bad. If I go to bed with a wet head and I wake up, I look disgusting. So that's why I take morning showers. I find them very beneficial. I take my shower, I get dressed. I want to pause the video for a second because I want everyone to look at my shirt, because the shirt that I'm wearing on this fine Wednesday morning is a shirt that I bought at a Goodwill for $5.99. Now, it isn't just any ordinary Hawaiian dad shirt, okay? This is a shirt for a high school. If you zoom in real closely, it says Esperanza High School on it, and it is probably one of the coolest shirts I have ever owned in my entire life, because I've never seen a high school say, oh yes, how about for our class, let's make a bunch of these dad shirts, because that's in style. I thought it was one of the neatest things ever. And I bought it on a whim, not knowing what size it was. Of course it was an extra small, so of course I was nervous of whether or not it would fit me. Surprise, surprise, it fits me. So now it's my number one favorite shirt, and I wear it at every opportunity that I get. I blow dry my hair, which is rare. I mean, usually I let it air dry, but because I had my hair looking gross, I decided I would blow dry it. Shout out to my roommate for having a hair dryer, because I never packed one, because I don't take care of my hair like I should. So I borrow hers. I'm sorry that I never asked in the beginning, and I really appreciate you now for letting me use your hair dryer when I do end up using it. I get dressed, I go into the kitchen, I make my morning tea, which is like a ritual for me. I cannot go about my day without having tea, constantly having tea. I tried to record a video tutorial on how to make tea as a joke, but it turned out bad, so I'm just going to tell you straight up that it's 1 packet of stevia sweetener, which I know is kind of whack, but it's because I'm too lazy to portion out regular sugar, and then 1 Earl Grey tea bag, and I throw it into my mug or whatever sorts. Because I woke up late, I threw it in my hydro, and I pour the water and I let it steep all day, and that's my beverage for the whole day. And then I go and I sit down and I eat my oatmeal, and I wait for my roommate Anissa to get out of her room, and we thus embark to go to class together. Now, the commute to class varies on the day, depending on how early we leave the house. We sometimes can catch the bus. Where I live, it's somewhat off campus, so there is a bus that travels to where I live and picks us up, When I say it's off campus, I mean like I walk across the street and then I'm on campus. So there is a bus that picks us up. But instead, sometimes we have to walk to school, which is fine. I like walking, but it was raining, so of course we were able to catch the bus. So we got on the bus. I drop Anissa off at her 9 a.m. class, and then I walk. I make the long dreaded walk to the library for my class. Now, I get to class an hour before class starts because I like walking with my friends to school. And I also like sitting on campus for a little bit and having some like little time to either like sit and do some homework or whatever. On this day, I decided to catch up on the manga I was reading, which is Beastars, which if you have not read that, it is great. I promise you, I am not a furry. I just think that it's really, really good. It's probably one of the best mangas I've ever read and that I've actually like been like super like into. So I highly suggest you check it out. And whilst I was reading Beastars, I was listening to Virtual Insanity by Jamiroquai, which I need to pause the video again because that song, absolute classic. If anyone has not heard that song, you need to stop this video right now and play it in your ears at full volume because it is one of the best songs on the face of this earth. If you are ever feeling down, if you're ever feeling doubtful about yourself, play that song. I'm like 100% sure it'll bring your mood up because it always makes me have a kick in my step. I feel great when I listen to it. I definitely think you should listen to it. Anyways, we'll continue. So I go into my class, which is boring history. I only have 2 classes throughout the day on Wednesdays. So the first class that I go to at 10 is history. And then I leave the class and I have 30 minutes until my next class, which is advocacy and argument. Now, I took that class instead of public speaking, not really sure what I was getting into, but my roommate suggested that I take it because the teacher is pretty dope. So, and thus I took it. And that class was fun. We just sat and watched a debate. And then from there, I just went to work. Now, that's pretty shocking because, what? I work? Oh my god, yes, I work. I work on campus. Now, I know people may think it's difficult to manage a job and school. Well, it's not. It's not. It really is not that hard because it is probably one of the best things that I've ever done. Maybe that's because I like being busy, and if I'm busy, then I do well in school. But I think having a job in college is very beneficial, and if you can get one on campus, it's even better because they already know your work schedule. They already know that you have classes and stuff, so they're very lenient on scheduling, and they'll help you organize and whatever. So I go to work. I worked from 1 to 5 because I only have class until noon, and Wednesdays are probably the easiest days that I work because lunch closes at 1:30 and then dinner does not open until 5. So we have this little grace period called quick meals where students can come in and get food if they want to, but that's very rare. Maybe about 20 students come in within that time period. So I really just sat there and made pizzas all day. And then I made sandwiches for an hour, and then I helped set up for a different station, and then I went home. And that's pretty much my day. I went home, I hung out with my roommates, I probably studied or something. I made my tea, because I make tea when I come home. And that was really it. So yeah, it's not a very interesting day, but you know, that's what I do every day. That's what I do every day for my life as of right now in this very moment. Maybe next semester it will change, and we will do a second semester update on my daily life. So yeah, if you watched this whole thing, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And if you didn't, and you clicked away, well, you're not going to hear me say goodbye. But goodbye. I hope you'll have a great week. I hope you'll have a great finals week, because it is finals week. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.